Hi guys, welcome back to Weremouse Workshop. We're on location this time. I've been called to a relative's house who's got a problem with the floorboards. This is the offending article here. If you can see that. Sorry about the shaky camera angle, but we've got a board that's sagging. Now, when you come across boards like this, so you've got the originals there, and then you've got this new one here, which is a chipboard. It means that they've generally laid pipes or cables underneath it. So what I've done is I've stripped the carpet back. We'll refit that afterwards, and I've taken the screws out. So we'll lift this up and I'll show you what's underneath. Yeah, and as we thought, we've got pipes, cables, and everything else under there. So we're going to remove this board completely. And what I'm going to do is, this board that was sagging had a piece of timber on there. It's been shattered off. There you go, you can see the screw holes. That was part of the timber. So what I'm going to do is put a piece of timber between here and there, and it'll just support that board nicely. This is actually where they step off from going upstairs. You can see the steps there. Sorry about this, I'm squeezing myself under the board. So the leading foot lands on here, so it needs to be secure. So yeah, I'll get rid of this board, cut a piece of timber, and we'll get it put in. Okay, so we've got the piece of timber cut in between there and there. And what I'm going to do is actually, I've left it under, pushed it under there so it carries that edge of that board as well, because this will get quite a bit of hammer this area. What I'm going to do is put these two screws in. This will hold it in position, and then I've angled a screw in here, so I'm going to drill one in there, and then at this end sprag it through, a couple of screws in there to hold it in there, and probably put another one in there. This is a bit of 3x2 timber in there. Recommend something solid like that. Cheers, George! So we'll get these screws put in. That'll hold it in position. Get the other two screwed in. Okay. So that's now lovely and secure. That'll support the edge of the board. The other ones I'm going to leave there pretty solid, are those, as I've checked them over. Plus, it's just walking traffic. They don't get anybody jumping up and down on them as in coming up and down the stairs like this one here. The other thing I've noticed is this here had no screws in whatsoever. I know why they've done it. They just don't want to risk going through the pipes. But what I'm going to do, because I can see the pipes now, I'm quite happy that I can get that board screwed down without hitting the pipes. What I'm going to do is, this is just catching on that. It's got enough meat. What I'm going to do is angle the screws in that way and get that sprag down, because that's a squeak, is that. And same probably with these here. Just get a couple of screws in that one, a couple of screws in that one. Always pre-drill these if you're doing them, because you'll end up splitting the board if you just go straight through with a screw. Oh look, slot heads. Who uses slot heads anymore? They're the devil's shite. Right, I'll get these screwed down and then we'll put the big board back down. Okay, so that's those boards screwed down. They're pretty solid now. Just tested that. That's really solid now. That's going to withstand. Now you'll notice I've done a lot of squiggles everywhere. This is the terrifying part. It's putting the board back down and hoping not to screw through the pipes. Years ago when I was an apprentice, I lifted the board up to refit, put it back down and lifted it up, and there was 7 holes in it where I'd nailed straight through a copper pipe. I didn't do that again, much to my boss's amusement. So what I've done on here is marked up the pipes just for future reference for anybody lifting these up or trying to locate them. So the pipes run down the main board there into the bathroom, spur off here. This is just rough, it's not, obviously it's not perfect. And then we've got a valve here and a valve there. So I've wrote that on there just for future reference for the homeowner. These are where the blocks are, and these are the joists, J for joist there. So I'm going to screw into the joists where I can, If not, I'll get into these. So I'm going to try and spin it, set the camera up so you can watch this rather than pausing it all the time. We'll see how it works. I'll just screw this down and get the carpet fitted. Okay. Just taking the staples out of the floor because some of them have stuck up and they're quite sharp, and I don't want them coming through the underlay on the carpet. What, they're probably going to have to get the carpet refitted if it doesn't go back down solidly, but they do know that, so. This is not really an instructional video, this is just how I do it. If you get anything like this and you're not too happy with the pipes or electrics being underneath it, it's better to get a professional in. I've been doing this longer than I care to remember, so it's, you know, it's a confidence thing as well as a technical ability thing. If you want to give it a go, give it a go, but it can be quite daunting, because if you go through one of the pipes it's going to cost you a lot more money than a couple of screws for a floorboard. So that looks like all the offending ones out. Should get the underlay back down. I'm not gonna pause the camera for a minute because this might take some time fitting. Right, just a bit of an update. When I put the board back down and started getting the carpet all back down, I wasn't really happy with the finish. It still seemed too springy. So what I've done, close to this pipe here, is put another 2x2 in there, and then going across here. I don't like this, the width of this. It seemed too springy there, so I've put a piece of timber in there. It's just a thinner bit. We'll just give it that bit of added strength. So yeah, that's the update. Right, we'll get the board back down and I'll do the carpet and we'll do a finish off just to show you it all tidy. Okay. Right, so that's the carpet down, all sorted, no spring in the floor anymore, and yeah, I forgot to mention, most important part, tea. Right, cheers all. If you like the video, like it. If you want to see more, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.